What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If I were to give you the choice between a wooden and steel roller coaster, which would you choose? For me, it's pretty easy, generally steel coasters, and as a result, woodies don't often get a lot of recognition on my page at all. So with that in mind, I've decided it's finally time to cover one, and no, it's not going to be El Toro or Ghostrider, but rather one of the strangest, biggest, and most terrain-oriented coasters on Earth. With a length of just under 4,000 feet, this cliffside machine takes riders through multiple twists, turns, airtime points, helixes, you name it, and is quite simply one of the most impressively built wooden coasters ever seen in the community. Despite this, to this day, the coaster now sits standing but not operating, abandoned, engulfing itself in a support structure that is literally eating it alive. So what's happening, and where did it come from? This is the story of Terra Mítica's Magnus Colossus. Opening in the year of 2000, Terra Mítica is a large theme park located in Benidorm, Spain, that has been operating over 25 different attractions since its debut. It has seen the addition of multiple roller coasters over the years as well. However, despite this, the park has struggled financially ever since its inauguration and filed for bankruptcy more than one time. In fact, for the first 6 years of operation, Terra Mítica saw at least one management change and made a negative profit of over $9 million per year. Regardless, 2003 saw the addition of a Vekoma SLC, T-Zona, 2007 an Intamin Zaxpin, Inferno, and an already existing wooden and family coaster that opened with the park. That wooden coaster, Magnus Colossus, would also be one of the most impressive attractions ever built with the way it interacted with its terrain, and its story starts back all the way in April of 1998. Manufactured by the Roller Coaster Corporation of America, it was during that year that a contract was signed for the construction of, quote, a massive wooden roller coaster that would take riders through nearly 4,000 feet of track and feature a layout wrapping around a quarry wall. Designed by Werner Stengel, it would be the fastest and largest dropping wooden coaster in Europe as well, and initial reception was positive, with riders noting strong airtime and a scenic ride unique to the park. However, as that ridership grew, opinions definitely started changing, and more people began to even go as far as despise the attraction. This wasn't what would make Magnus Colossus meet its ultimate demise though, and the reason behind it might not be what you think. By the season of 2010, park officials and ride mechanics had begun to notice an increase in size with the attraction. Not necessarily by height, but by width. When sections of track had clearly inched their way closer to the edges of some parts of the quarry wall, an inspection was done on the coaster that confirmed its supports were indeed expanding. This was a direct result of an increase in heat in the area, and as you might guess, the park was forced to pay extra for added maintenance work when dealing with this problem. However, between this and the already low attendance for the attraction, by the time the 2015 season rolled around, management decided to close the ride until further notice. For the next couple years, routine inspections were indeed performed on the ride, and it seemed like maybe a retrack was in order or a refurbishment of some sort. Bad management led to low attendance in the park though, and funding for such a project simply wasn't an option. And so, the final decision was made to abandon the coaster later that year. Well, what now? Well, Terra Mítica has left the coaster standing but not operating for a couple reasons, including the expensive cost and risk of removing it location-wise, but also in the hopes that their park might gain popularity at some point and receive the money needed to restore Magnus Colossus back to its former days. Unfortunately though, as of the 2021 season, it appears only half of the park has reopened, as a map of Terra Mítica and all its attractions were removed from the website. In addition to that, some of the park's more elaborate attractions such as the Ulysses Rescue also remain closed. That being said, I think the history with the park up until this point has been pretty sad, and I feel awful about the hardships they've encountered. I mean, this park has never made a significant positive profit since its opening, and slowly but surely, I think it's going abandoned, attraction by attraction. So, if you're ever ending up in Spain, please shoot them a visit and support their efforts in operating, because I've heard from friends who visited how awesome the staff is and what a gem the overall park is as a whole. Besides that though, please feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content in today's video. That'd be fantastic if you could. But if not, don't worry, we will be back in a couple days, and I look forward to seeing you all there. See ya.